today we have my 2021 Sherco 300 SEF Factory. I'm going to be doing the air filter cleaning and re-oiling it. Get that back in, as well as taking off the the bottom skid plate, so I can get to the two lower engine bolts where they has the screens, the plastic screens. So I'm going to be switching those out along with the oil and the oil filter. I also have a new radiator spacer ordered for this other side. It's missing one. That's on the way. So we'll do that in another video before the Desert 100. That's coming up in the beginning of April. So today we're mainly going to be focusing on the air filter with some PJ1, and then the oil and oil filter, as well as the plastic screens. It is cool that Everett Power Sports now has an oil change kit that comes with the filter, as well as the screens, the crush washers, and also all the O-rings you need for only 35 bucks. So that's actually pretty sweet. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that one today. Alright, counterclockwise, pops off the back, pull towards the back end. Seat is off. Pretty cool. Talking to my dog. This, you just go toward this middle, counterclockwise, pull it off. Don't use tools. Install or uninstall. Get it so it's loose, pass back and forth. Go ahead and pull the cage with the filter off. I like to give it a little spin in the spot and come out. Not enough of a spin. There you go. Watch the wires come out at an angle. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's all clean and gorgeous. I like to wear gloves. You should probably too. Just because it gets a little messy, especially with that oil treatment that is used. I like to go in a bucket just so all the cleaner and the treatment doesn't go all over the place. And I don't do it on top of my dirt bike. I got it on the ground. Got some of the PJ1 air filter cleaner. Do not use gas. Your foam filter will just disintegrate over time. Probably get one, maybe two rides out of it. So it's horrible. I know that from experience, sadly. My brother talked me into that one time because we didn't have it. And we thought, hey, save money. Not worth it. And when you pull it out the next time, you feel stupid. So you want to completely soak this inside and out and get it fully clean. That's why I got another can of it. Might not need it this time. Definitely need it the next time. Good to stock up on this stuff. You're always going to have another oil clean or air clean at some point. might end up using it. Because I still want to get the whole inside really well.
Yeah, breathe that in. Yummy.
Look at that, it's already starting to look clean because all that red oil treatment is starting to work its way out. Oof. Yeah. This stuff really works. That's weird about it. Alright, let that sit for a little bit. Let it soak. And we'll soap it up. Soap and water. And then go ahead, rinse it out a bunch. And then we'll let it fully dry. Probably let it dry overnight. And then treat it up with the PJ1 foam filter oil treatment spray. Alright, we're going to take off the bottom skid plate. It's the AJX. Oh, yes, I'm using a creeper. Go ahead and get them loose. On the AJX, you have a rubber frame that goes across the metal frame. You have 3 star bits in the back end and 2, I think they're 8s. Yeah, in the front. The stars are T25s. There are 2 holes in the bottom of it, so you could technically pop out the nuts and the filters and do it without removing it. I just like to clean under there. And since I'm fully switching out the screens to new ones, I thought I might as well have it fully open and clean. So there's definitely no way dirt can get up inside of there. Which I would definitely advise for others as well.
Go ahead and get this up. You got the seats in front. Those 3. 2 short ones in the front, 1 in the back.
Pull it up. Okay.
I think you're in tight.
Right. Definitely could do with the cleaning. Alright. Then go ahead and pull this out. Clean it. See, see if I have a second one of those bolts. It's pretty damn fucking, oh no, it's too thick. So let's go ahead and show you guys an up close view. All the stuff you're looking for during an oil change. Your hourglass meter is right behind your rear brake lever, if you can see that. It's right there. 2 bolts I've been talking about are right underneath, right here. There's 2 plastic screens, 1 on each. Looks like I had a little leak from right there. That's why I was tightening some stuff, but it looks like it was coming out of maybe my water pump area. So that's fun. We shall see more with that. So I want to clean everything, get everything tight, and see what's going on. Also looks like there's some wetness underneath. It could have just been from the last ride or the last wash. Obviously I didn't get it that well. But I wonder. Double check those. That's what we're getting into right now. Alright, we've got it all clean. It's ready to dry overnight. Probably take it inside just so where it's warm. When you're drying or squeezing the water out of this, always squeeze it. Don't twist. Don't pull. Don't tear. Just squeeze. Just clench and squeeze over and over. Soap and water. PJ1 cleaner. Get the majority of it out. Rinse it out. Then just soap and water over and over. And then fully rinse. Let dry. Hit it with that. I have the bike out here so I can clean underneath. Park it. Have it all ready. So I can go ahead and put the air filter in and then switch out the little screen filters as well as the oil filter and the oil. Alright, now we got it as clean as it will get with how many hours is on there. About 125 hours. I like to change my oil every 10 hours. I don't ride the hardest. The oil drain plug is there. Oil filters right there. As I pointed out earlier, the 2 screen bolts are there and there. I'll be getting at that here very shortly. And that's the beauty. Also went ahead and cleaned the skid plate. Now this is the new Leat 8.5 Moto helmet I got with the built-in hydration to attach to my Camelback. I also have my Sound Pro headphones so I can listen to music. And I just got the new chin mount for the GoPro mount because I noticed the latest one was bouncing a little bit too much and dropping. I also have the Enduro visor extension that comes with it. So far it's super light, way lighter than my last helmet, and my head gets cold from these air vents in the top that flood down through the top. But also we'll be using this chin mount for the first time on the next ride. And hopefully it should be a lot better video quality than the last couple. Alright, so we got the clean oil filter. Clean, dry, smells good, good to go. Got the cage. The way I like to do it is flip it inside out so I can get the inside first. I like to get that flange out. A little torn right there, but it'll be fine. Just where it hooks. Now we got the PJ1 foam filter treatment. There's a lot of shapes. Doesn't work as good because it's in the cold all night in the garage. Gonna go ahead and treat all the inside of it. Want it all to look like that. Get it all nice and coated. This is going to attract and keep all the dirt from going into your engine. Alright, get it all. You want to get it immediately there. Get it in the AD. Just squeeze. We're good. It's cold. It's cold. Squeeze that thing. No, squeeze that thing. Get a little more on there. You'll put it back. From the cage. Match the sheet. Just flip it over. Just do the flange. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Bam, go on there. Good to go. Go and switch one out. Go. And we get all the spikes. And we get all the spikes. And top off the rim. So it's a good nice seal. Okay, almost there, baby. Oh, straight phone. That's in the city. That's awesome. What we look for right there is cutting the phone in it. That looks pretty gorgeous. Get over in. Okay, look at it. Here you go. Alright, got the bolt in place. Easiest way I found is come in at an angle, spin it, and then spin once you're inside. Just like so. Get it on there. Where it feels right. Turn clockwise till you feel it go on. Oof, that's sexy. Perfect placement. I think we're good. Okay. Tighten it all the way once you know you got it fully sealed on there. There we go. Enough to get extra stuff out of here. Need that out of it. Okay. Alright, that's on. Next step is the oil and oil filter. You gotta take off the front chain guard. Take that off just so you can get the oil filter out. Go ahead and drain it first, but we'll warm it up before we drain. That's cold. I don't want to hit that oil filter, the air filter with some heat, let it dry out a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start off with warming up the bike. Get the oil nice and warm. While we're doing that, we'll take off the chain guard so we can get to the oil filter and get that set up. I will move you closer. Okay. It's warm. Got the chain guard off. Where's that water coming from? There's gotta be just random water be dripping. Oh, it's coming off the exhaust? Oh, because the steam was collecting on the frame and then it was dripping off the frame. That was a dumb moment. Okay. So, we got this off. Show you guys up close. So I took off the chain guard. Those two are 8s that are in that. It's the first piece, and then you got to take off the second piece. I don't know the size. I switched mine out to a little bit bigger because they were looking a little rusted and the last owner stripped them, so I switched them out. So we got that off so we can get to this air filter right here. That just pops off and comes straight out with the filter. And then we're also got it all warmed up, so we're gonna remove these bottom bolts here in a minute and let it drain. And then we're gonna pull this drain bolt, maybe tip it a little bit. But to pull this one, I have to move my skid plate bracket, which is just a little rubber piece I push over. Not too bad, but we'll get to that here in a second. All right. Nice and warm. Loosen that one. Loosen that one. Got it all clean, ready to go. I like to use a clear bucket just so I can see what is inside. before I pull it down the drain. Now my oil is still looking pretty clean. I do use Motul. Which is bright lime green. If you didn't know. I'm gonna grab a paper towel. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Alright. Put that nut, paper towels. Of course, I should wipe my gloves in the socket so I can get a grip. Good old grip. Alright. Get a grip, tater chip. Alright, here we go. Ah. Now we're not saving the screens, not saving the crush washers. We got new with the kit for both.
Let that drain for a second. Ah.
Okay, move this back just so we can get to that drain bolt. Or forward, I guess. It's like forward's easier route. Don't want to push that too far. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull that drain bolt. Which is going to be the 17. Those lower nuts are 14s. Then your oil filter is also a 17. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and pop off the oil filter. There we go. Alright, we'll get the oil filter out. Oh, there's still some oil in there, son of a bitch. Very messy time. Probably because I don't advise doing this, especially when it's warm. Which means I'm not going to do it either. I'm rethinking it. Come around this way. And loosen the oil cap. Just so it lets air in and it siphons.
Wait. Ah, it's now. Let's see. Use my blue spec. Grab it. Nice baby. Come on. Just do it with that poker.
Come on, baby. You're gonna come out. Let's see, just stab it.
Got it. Or did I? Come on. There you go. A little dirty. I'll just put it in there for now. I don't know what I'm sitting there holding it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tip it a little bit. I'm gonna start switching out all the good stuff. Like putting in the good stuff. Switching out the bad. We got O-rings, we got crush washers, we got the pre-screens, we got the oil filter. We're gonna finish off with oil. Oh. I'm gonna grind a little bit, it's probably just gonna get messy again. And we'll strap it, tip it. Okay, it's unstrapped. Let's go ahead and start to tip. I'll get every last bit out. Alright, that's pretty fucking good, I'd say. Alright. Yeah, just leave it. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Okay. Start putting this back together. Alright, we got new crush washer, copper for the drain plug. Make sure it's all clean. Get your area clean. A good seat against the engine. Wow, there's oil everywhere. Alright. You gotta put that in. Always do it with your fingers to start. Come on, baby. No matter what you're doing, always put it in with your fingers. Okay, I'm doing everything finger tight first. Now I'm going to come back with my torque wrench and get it all to spec. No dirt going into the engine. Okay, we got the new washer for that. Just pop it right on. New pre-screen. Closed off and up. That just pops into there. Pretty sure it's that way up. Yeah, it is. Ugh. And that just goes right up into it. love how I brought a set of gloves over and I still didn't put them on. There's the gloves. Promise. Swear. I swears it. Boom, sparkly clean. Oh. Okay. Brush washer. Screen. Okay. Come on, baby. There it goes. Okay. You got those on. Go ahead and wipe off all the extra oil. Remember, nothing's to spec yet or to torque. Okay. Now there's this. Let me grab another paper towel. Let's go ahead and wipe this off. Pretty gorgeous. Now we're gonna go ahead, take this, and get that O-ring off. Like that. Now, those pre-screens, you don't have to change every time. It's smart to change O-rings, so it's a nice good seal and stuff. Make sure it's all clean. New oil filter, even by Sherco. I'm gonna pop that in, get it centered. I'm gonna feel it click in, and that's it, fully seating in. And you're good to go ahead and put the cap back on. Sometimes it's a pain because of your little clutch valve. All right. Put that a little bit more finger tight. Clean off some tools. And we'll clean up the area. Oh wait, we've got one more thing to put on this cap. Oh, and then you went right back. Got it. It was on there. Okay, get the new one on. Say, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Okay. And go ahead and pop this back on so I don't lose it. It's a tough angle. Alright, let me clean this up a little bit. Now, so your oil filter cap is at 15 Newton meters, which is the equivalent to, looks like 9.8 foot-pounds. Mine does both. So I have it set to 15. And that is gonna be your oil filter cap. And then also the magnetic drain plug. They're both the same. Make sure it's nice in there. Okay. And then, if you're using these, always go back to 0 after you're done, or you're gonna ruin it. Okay. And then these lower drain bolts are gonna be at 22 newtons. Let's see. That's equivalent to 22. Oh, 22 is 22. I guess so. Well, 22.4 is 22. Okay, we'll go ahead and get these going. Okay. Doesn't take much.
Yeah. Spilled a lot of oil this time. Gorgeous. Okay. Okay, those tools are done. Just get them out of the way. Just need, yeah, the 8, the Allen, and the star bit to put it back together.
We can drop this back to 0. Okay.
So it was a little bit dirtier than I thought. It's pretty dark and milky. Still has a little bit of a green tint. Grab my drain catch. Alright, let's go ahead and let's wipe this down a little bit better now that everything's closed off. Alright, it's all to spec. Let's put it back together. Bigger spacer, bigger Allen on the bottom. Start them finger tight. Let's go ahead and get these in. I'll go crazy. Probably spray it off before I put the plate back on. Grab your 8. Put the cover back on. Okay. Okay. I'll get this back to where it goes. Ooh. Okay, about the right place. Okay, clean this up, get this trash out of here, flip the bike around, and then go ahead and fill it with oil. Alright, so you're going to want to use 0.9 liters. So just leave 100 milliliters. Opens up. Two-point verification. Alright. Do a good funnel. Let's do it. This stuff is lime green. There we go. Looks like a predator's blood or antifreeze. Still more. A little bit more. That's pretty damn there. Like 50 more. Maybe 25 more. Alright. The drain. Put that back in there. Go ahead and screw that back on. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright. Let's correct engine oil level. Put the cap back on. And go ahead, warm it up a little bit.